78, 48.90 for Bramwell in second.
49.35 there. For Williams, who left in late Mendes,
49.35. And the Calabar supporters are applauding Mendes with a personal best for Mendes.
48.78, a big personal best.
48.78 seconds.
And a big moment for St. Mary Technical.
So St. Mary Technicals, Sharp taking the top spot in the under-17 boys 400 meters. Next event on the track will be the under-20 girls 400 meters. All eyes will be on Ricky and Russell of Homewood Technical. And the next event, under 20, 400 meters final. Anika Brissett will be in lane 1 from William Knibb. You have Kenny from Excelsior. Yandra is her first name in 2. Abigail Campbell from Hydel in 3. Ricky and Russell, Homewood Technical in 4. Casey and Powell of Edwin Allen in 5. You have Tony and Beckford, also of Edwin Allen in 6. Annalise Brady from Homewood Technical in 7. And Kellyanne Carr of Edwin Allen in lane 8. Girls under 20, 400 meters final. A light breeze blowing over the grounds here of the National Stadium. Was a bit heavy yesterday. We saw some good performances in the qualification for the 4 and the 1. Also saw some 1500 meters on the cards. Those were straight finals. Ricky and Russell clocking 51.7 over by Central Championships at GC Foster College. Can she repeat the feat or go even faster? Sarita Sutherland's mark of 51.13 at Boys and Girls Track at the Field Championships, Class 1 record holder. Some persons are saying that record may be under threat in the next couple of weeks. Boys and Girls Track at the Field Championship starts March 28. Ends April 1. Well, this is not about the boys and girls. It's about Carifta, representing your country. Ricky and Russell takes to the track. Also, Annalise Brady of Homewood Technical. She'll be in lane 7, Brady. Powell from Edwin Allen will test her block. She's in 5. And from Hydel, Campbell in 3. And Deandra Kelly from Excelsior in 2. Anika Brissett of William Knibb may be missing in action. So from what I'm noticing, 7 will be facing the starter. So no Brissett from William Knibb. Field down to 7. Kelly of Excelsior, Campbell, Hydel, Russell, Homewood Technical, Powell, Edwin Allen, Beckford, Edwin, Brady of Homewood, and Carr of Edwin Allen.
So we're ready now for event number 5, the under 20 girls 400 meters final. The lane assignments.
So in terms of qualifying time, yesterday, 53.85 was done by Casey and Powell and Ricky and Russell. although posting the same times.
She equaled her personal best in qualifying.
In terms of effort on the track, less effort was used by Rickian Russell of Home Technical to achieve that time of 53.85 seconds. Kason Powell had to do more work for that time. Remember, we saw this young lady, Rickian Russell, this season clocking 52 seconds at the National Stadium, then clocking 51 seconds at GC Foster College.
In lane 4.
So she has gotten faster
in Jamaica this year. 53.85 coming in, has already run 51.74. First at Central Championships, representing Home Technical, Rickian Russell.
Rickian Russell.
In lane 3, 1 goal
The
at the
favorite.
17 level at Carifta last year.
But she has a tendency to start out a little bit slow.
And in lane 2, competitive champion at class 1, 55.00 personal best from Excelsior High, Deandra Kelly. That's your lineup for what promises to be an epic 400 meters final.
What will be her start here this afternoon? Rickian Russell in 4. What Kelly, Corporate Air, Queen, Abigail Campbell, Mydell, It's a start of the girls under 20 for 100 meters. And going not well in lane 8, car of Edwin Allen. Also moving away from Hobart Technicals, Rickian Russell is Kason Powell. Now Rickian Russell on the back stretch. We told it before, but Rickian Russell tends to come out of our blocks a little sluggish. Now with about 220 meters to go. Rickian Russell now will chip into another gear, but Kason Powell is being reeled in by this young lady, Rickian Russell. With 160 meters to go, Rickian Russell begins to up the tempo, up the ante in this under 20 400 meters final. Rickian Russell now in front. She carries the field in the home stretch. Rickian Russell in between the two. On her left from Hydell is Campbell. On her right from Erin Allen is Powell. But Rickian Russell is moving away from the two. Rickian Russell will stop the clock at 52.40 seconds for Rickian Russell off Homewood Technical. 52.40 for Rickian Russell. And she wins the girls under 2400 meters. 52.43 seconds for Russell. Powell is second from Edwin Allen, 53.26, and Campbell from Hydell is third, 53.68 seconds. So Kason Powell, 53.26 with a PB on the day. So good. I don't like though her strategy. She tends to float around the first 150 and then step up a pace for next 50 before letting it all out in that 100 meters. I don't like it. I'm going to be honest. I don't like it. However, she pulled out in terms of victorious 52.43. Even when she runs the 4x4, Rickian Russell, she tends to do that and float around for the first 200 meters. And then with about 150 meters to go, she let it all out. But she has to measure her race better than that if she is going to become a professional. And she has clocked 51 seconds. Because I think, though, if she measures her race better, she can run 51.1 at this present time. But she's not measuring her race properly. She's walking out of the blocks, glide on the back stretch, then start to run with about 220 meters to go. Boys side.
In second position with 56.61.
400 meters final.
And leading after
in lane 1, you have Reem Richards of Kingston College, qualified the time of 49.49 seconds. Shane Simister of Jamaica College, he's in 2 with a time of 48.38 seconds. Delana Kennedy of Edwin Allen, the World Under 20 finalist, is in the cards. He's also the Carifta champion, 48.48 seconds. Dennis of St. Elizabeth, the Western champion. I must remember, though, that Kennedy is also the Central champion. Dennis, the Western champion, 47.10 seconds. Tyrese Banks from Green Island, 47.95 seconds. And Marquina Rose of Kingston College, 48.13. Enrique Webster, unattached, he's from Stets, 48.93 seconds. And Green of St. Catherine is in lane 8, 49.13. But Tyrese Banks has actually surprised many, including his coach and the technical director.
From St. Elizabeth Technical, Enrique Webster.
He has surprised a few because he's new to the event and a little new to track and field. Has not been track and field. Sixth former at Green Island. Late bloomer. And expectations are high for him next year, not this. But he has surpassed all thoughts that were laid against his name. Let's see what will happen here. But you have to look in lane 3 for Kennedy. You have to look at Kennedy in lane 3. And who has looked superb also? Desana Dennis has looked superb. I saw him at Central Championships. That's Kennedy. And he looked the part. But I thought, though, that he had more to give, although clocking 46 seconds at GC Foster College. This is a big one. Boys, under 20, 400 meters final. Kennedy slipped out of his blocks. Kennedy slipped out of his blocks. What card will be used? Kennedy slipped out of his blocks. Now, they had given some yellow cards yesterday, warning field, but what will happen now? They will actually have a discussion. So it's yellow or red. Either way, a card will be handed down. Now, as it tension builds, let's see what will happen to Kennedy. They go and have a word. They're going to talk to him. Let's hear his explanation first, and this is what he has to say. Before we listen to the explanation, and then a yellow card will be coming out. Met by the chairs inside of the grandstand of the National Stadium. A lot of the Kennedy followers are happy with that result or that outcome. So the gun had sent them away for the final of the boys under 20 400 meters final. Now, Desana Dennis of Stets looks well. He's in front of Kennedy on the back stretch. He has gone past the man from Green Island, Banks, on the back stretch. Now Kennedy has gone into another gear with about 250 meters to go. Kennedy is now onto the heels of the man from Stets, Dennis. Now he has passed Dennis with 150 meters to go. Kennedy getting a lifeline in this event. He will carry the field in the home stretch. The World Under 20 finalist. He carries the field in the home stretch with a 3-meter lead, and he's stepping away from the rest of the crowd. Desana Dennis of Stets trying to reel him in, but the young man from Edwin Allen Frankfield goes across the line. 46.24 seconds. 46.24 is the flash time. 46.25 is the official time. Dennis is second, 46.80 seconds. And Ebanks is third, 47.86.
That's a personal best for Dennis and for Ebanks as well.
So Kennedy taking the top spot and winning this event. 46.25 seconds for Kennedy. Dennis is second, 46.80. Webster is third, 48.80. Webster is not third, pardon me. Let me change that. Let me change all of that.
So the excitement of the 400 meters will lead into even more excitement with the 100 meters to come. But before we get to that point, we have some results for you. The under-17 boys discus throw, the winner, Joseph Salmon of Clarendon College, 48.94 meters. Second, Javonte Smith, Monroe College, 45.95 meters. Third, Ronaldo Anderson Petersfield, 43.02 meters. Fourth, Janeek Williams, who threw unattached, 41.98 meters. Fifth, DeAndre Henry Calabar, 40.17 meters. Sixth is Delon Smith Calabar, 40.05 meters. Seventh, Khalil Henry Calabar, 38.68 meters. And eighth was Trent Morris, Clarendon College, 38.16 meters. Results for the under-17 boys 400 meters. The winner, Henrik Sharp, new personal best 48.78 from St. Mary Technical. Ahead of Nicole Bramwell was second, Calabar, 48.92 seconds. Third was Amari Williamson, Woman Technical, 49.35. Fourth, Dante Mendes, Calabar, 49.46. Fifth, Joshua William, 49.51. Sixth, Tyler Ferguson, Jamaica College, 49.63. Seventh, Troyan Flemings, Manchester High, 50.11. And eighth was Kajori Dare, Manchester High, 50.72.
We just had the completion of the 400 meters a short while ago. And Kennedy getting a lifeline. And certainly Kennedy getting a lifeline a short while ago after he won the boys, or before he won the boys on the 2400 meters. And many persons are commending the starters as welcome back to the National Stadium. It's all about the Day 3's Carifta trials. This is a Day 2 action. But as I was just stating, that Kennedy of Edwin Allen, the favorite to take this seed, the favorite to win at the boys track and field championships, he went out of the blocks before the gun was fired. However, what we saw yesterday from the officials was that they were handing out red cards left, right and center, but they did give a few yellow cards, but they're handing out left, right and center on the day. But guess what? Whether given or not, they made a decision, went over to the athlete, had a conversation with the athlete, and then handed him and the entire field a warning, a yellow card. So a lot of persons happy for that decision. However, persons who received red cards yesterday, even in the 400 meters, Grant is one of them, after he slipped But what was explained to me, or what he should have done, is lifted his hand, because when they said set, he slipped in his blocks. However, now it's time for the 100 meters. Finals coming up. So the 100 meters finals. To close off the day's proceedings. The 400 meters is one. We just saw the under 20 and under 17, but this is exceptional. Terry Long, Yanli Terry Long, the one on the trials last year, under 17. She false started yesterday. She was out. So there was a lot of drama happening yesterday. Not only in terms of performances with times, but in terms of performances around the event. Persons getting red card, Terry Long. And today she had to compete at the GC Foster Classics. She had to compete right there to get that qualifying time, because she did not run a 100 meters all season for Champs, and the Champs closing date is the 18th, I think. So she had to compete today just to get that qualifying time for Champs. She's the defending champion in Class 3, second year Class 3 athlete. Looked sensational earlier today, going under 12 seconds. 11.8, I think. If memory serves me right. But she has grown, she has gotten bigger than how she was last year. And she's in Class 3. A huge talent. Huge, big talent in Class 3. However, will not represent Jamaica at the Carifta Games because she got a red card yesterday. And sometimes you have to take that in consideration, though, to be honest. But there are 1 and 2 individuals in the grandstand in the National Stadium who did not like that decision. They wanted the officials to keep on the same path that they have set in terms of handing out red cards, which they did on day 1, to give Delana Kennedy a red card. But they did not do that. And they made a conscious decision. No, when someone falls start, it doesn't mean that you're automatically going to get a red card. Let's put that on the table. I have spoken about this time and time again. It doesn't mean that you get an automatic red card. It depends, with explanation, depends on what happened. They went over to him for what happened. So they're speaking about the false start. But I had a discussion with some of the starters last evening, and I don't think they made any mistakes, to be honest. I'm going to put that forward first. I don't think any mistakes were made, but if someone goes before the gun was fired, it doesn't mean automatic. I said it a couple of times that she's out or he's out yesterday while doing commentary, but it does not mean that they will get an automatic, because someone could be beside them that twitched and allow the person to go out. It doesn't mean that the person will get an automatic red card. So there are explanations and certain circumstances that surrounds it. So it doesn't mean a done deal right away. The next event on the track is the 100 meters, and It will take some time, though, when it comes on to Carifta trials. And that's the problem I have with the Carifta trials, though. And when it reaches to the second day, when it reaches the finals, they tend to drag it out somewhat in terms of the times. After seeing 4 exciting races a short while ago in the 400 meters in different genders, girls and boys, and age group categories, under 17 and under 20, your appetite gets opened, expecting a lot more fireworks, but that is not the case. You sit and wait for some time. The athletes are not yet through the marathon tunnel. They're not yet there through the marathon tunnel, as the doping control officer, not in your side just yet, is going away with Ricky-Ann Russell. And see if we can catch, just see the screen, you'll see Ricky-Ann Russell walking on the cycle track with a doping control officer. So you'll see that in your side, so Ricky-Ann Russell walking along the doping control officer. Doping control officer came to her right at the end of the 400 meters after she won the 400 meters. So they'll do some drug testing on her. So she's gone on to do that. So as she completed the 400 meters, doping control officer went right to her, and then they're going off with her through the McDonald tunnel to do the testing. So the athlete is not yet through the marathon tunnel for the 100 meters finals coming up, and you are pluralize it because there's more than one. Under 17s, under 20s, 2 under 17s, 2 under 20. Promises to be a cracker. Wajen Krume of Kingston College on the boys' side, under 20 division. The defending champion, though, DeAndre Daly of Herbert Morrison, qualified after sitting in his blocks yesterday. When he sat in his blocks, everyone went. And after about 5 yards, he got out of his blocks and ran 10.5, finishing second in that heat. Now that was astounding. The prediction was, after seeing that from DeAndre Daly, that he's in 10-1 shape. And that would be his personal best on the cards if he posts that today. He had to do a lot of work, DeAndre Daly, yesterday after sitting in the blocks. But you had the calculation went out, the calculators came out. I said 10.5, sitting in the blocks for 5 meters. Well, guess what? That's a 10-1 run. But maybe it is, maybe it's not. But one thing I can tell you about the Western champion, the defending champion in the Carifta Games, DeAndre Daly, is that this is the first time I'm seeing him for years looking sound throughout the season. He normally has niggles, normally has some injury and coming through or tender, but he looks extremely strong. And the story surrounding the situation, he met in a car accident a few weeks ago. Himself and a teammate in Montego Bay. In a taxi, they were sitting and they ran into a truck or something like that. They were unscathed, but they were not touched at all. And that's, I mean, you can say glory be to God. But the fact is, coming through all of that, he's on the track. Still on the track. He walked out of the taxi and went right to school. Himself and his teammate. Nobody, the car was totaled, but nobody was hurt. Had a major injury in that accident. And that was great. It reminds me of someone years ago who had a car accident from Camperdown, Romaldo Rose. You remember the name Romaldo Rose? That was an outstanding sprinter. Was ahead of Yohan Blake in terms of age. Romaldo Rose had a car accident heading into the boys and girls track and field championships. I think that's the year he got beaten. Didn't have any major damage though, to be honest. But he was in a taxi when that happened. That was years ago. But that just came to mind when DeAndre Daly did that though. Coach Grant has been working years with DeAndre Daly. Years. and has gone through a lot with him, though, because if you look at him closely, you see his toes point to the right and to the left. So his right foot pointed to the right, left foot pointed to the left. So that's what you'll see. DeAndre Daly, though, he has had that issue from his a youngster growing up, and they did put the rubber bands around both legs to try to bring it around as he grew. It has improved somewhat, but he's not perfect in terms of that. Don't know if that can change any at all, but he is a solid sprinter. He's a talented individual from Herbert Morrison, DeAndre Daly. And expectations are high for him to make back the Jamaica team. And in terms of performances on the track, in terms of times to be put down this year, persons are predicting all around. You can predict what you want to predict, but this individual, talent is there. If he shows what he did last night in terms of not sitting in the blocks, but give you a good 100 meters from the blocks to the line, I think a personal best may be on the cards. That's DeAndre Daly, the defending champion in that 100 meters.
So the distance for under 20 boys has been completed.
So the under 20 boys, 100 meters. But look though, on the lineup,
that's the top two.
Hector Benjamin of Jamaica College. And then 5, Yuri Clark though, Kingston College. And 6, Marion Barrett of Steer Town, 10.49 seconds. And 10.56 seconds, Steer Town's Barnes. Now Boaji and Krume. What can you say about the world under 20 silver medalist? Had a great 2018 when he was in class 3, competing for Kingston College at the boys and girls track and field championships, winning that event. However, in 2019, first year class 2, was beaten in that 100 meters final by Sean Vasiana of San Diego. In 2020, when he was supposed to be second year class 2 and was supposed to take the title, there was no boys and girls track and field championships. So 2021 came Boaji, champs, no spectators in the venue. First year, class 1, Boaji and Krume went to the final. And after going to the final, he finished 3rd in that 100 meters, first year class 1. Antonio Watson of Petersfield was 2nd. And a man called Sachin Dennis of Stets, he was 1st in that race. That was 2021. Then came 2022. Wow. I use the term wow because 2022, when we're talking about the boys and girls track and field championships, in 2022, then there was a plethora of athletes ahead of him. I think he finished about 5th in that 100 meters, won by Brian Level, who is injured, said to be injured. I mean, we did speak to his coach Powell of Edwin Allen, said that he's still working out, still training, and he'll be ready for champs. But there are persons who say that he won't. That I can't say yay or nay. However, Level took the top spot, 10.25 seconds. But it was a Kingston College athlete who finished 2nd. And no, it was not Boaji. It's a man that pulled up yesterday, running 10.26 seconds. Also there, DeAndre Daly, he copped 3rd in that race. And then Rickham Graham of Woolmers was 4th. And then Boaji, he was 5th in that 100 meters. So since winning 2018 at the Boys and Girls Track and Field Championships, he has not won at champs so far just yet. But later in that year, after that disappointment at Carifta also, with that problem of coming out of the blocks. Persons are saying that it's coming out too low. Did not win at Carifta because Daly won at Carifta. Start wasn't that great again, but went to the World Under-20 Championships and copped a silver and broke the national record. In first, he equaled it. And two persons held that record before. Christopher Taylor was one. Outstanding talent from Calabar, who knows range in terms of 1, 2, 4. And Blake was part of the record holder. Well, after joining that party, he said to himself, let me have a party of my own. And he ran faster to break the mark he set before, or joined before, and left that party behind and created a party for himself. Now, since then, he has always been confident, but the confidence has blossomed. If you speak to the individual, he speaks with maximum amount of confidence, and nothing is wrong with that, to be honest. I don't have a problem with that, because people say this or people say that. He's like this, he's like that, has achieved anything. But if that's him, that's him. And persons can remember, I'm not equating what he did or equating his performances to Usain Bolt. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his character. He's a fun character, and it'll be fun if he performs well on the track. He'll be fun to watch in years to come. And you need entertainment. Remember 2015? Remember 2002, pardon me? Usain Bolt at the World Junior Championships held here, when he went up on the cycle track, and after winning that 200 meters, he saluted, 15 years old. He has that in him. He has that tenacity in him. But in terms of delivering performances on the track like Usain, no, I don't think so. But in terms of as being joyful on the track, bringing antics on the track, yeah. But yesterday, while running that 100 meters, he looked to the right twice. Well, that's him. But sometimes you need to cut that out, though, to be honest. Sometimes. But he looked twice to make sure everyone was way behind him, and everybody was way behind him. So Boaji Nkrumah has thrown down the gauntlet. He means business this season. And I think business, the big question is, third-year Class 1 athlete. The big question is, what is your program for? Will you be trying to make the national senior team to the World Championships? That is a question that is circling around. They think, and many persons think, that he can be the first schoolboy to go under 10 seconds. And he thinks so. Before I even go to many persons, I think he believes that. He simply, seriously believes that. But if he can or cannot, he is going to try. And maybe it will be today, maybe it won't be today. And depends on his training regime, and that's why I mentioned, what is he geared for? Is he geared for the World Championships later this year, or Boys Championships? The only other major event this year, apart from Carifta, is Junior Panams for the junior categories. If that's the case, well, it will be a big case to have. When I say that, and I just say that. So Boaji Nkrumah, one of the favorites here.
To be followed by the boys under 17 prelims at 12:25. Of course, we also will have
so,
the
in any case,
400-meter hurdles finals, the 200 meters finals, the 800 meters finals, and the sprint hurdles finals tomorrow as well.
Athletes not yet through the marathon tunnel. So that is 100 meters under 20 boys. And interesting as it may become, also a cracker is on the cards on the girls' side. Danielle Williams, Forbes of Erin Allen, Alana Reid of Hydel, Serena Cole of Erin Allen, Alexis James, Petersfield, Tia Clayton of MVP, Gardner, Woolmers, and Casey Johnson from St. Catherine. This is going to be a cracker that you can go miles to see. Alana Reid is a central champion. She's from Hydel. First year Class 1 athlete, has looked sensational. Went to the World Under-20 Championships, gained a bronze in the 200 meters, running 22.9. She is an exceptional athlete. She was overshadowed, I thought, though, to be honest, when she ran 11.2 seconds, finished second last year in that Class 2 100 meters. At one point, that would be outstanding. But no one looked her way. However, she has come through with persons leaving the fold of Hydel, 2 persons to be exact. She has now carried the mantle in the first year Class 1. An outstanding talent, Alana Reid. Can she go close to her personal best this evening? That's the question. Now, after winning Central Championships, she is has been labeled as one of the favorites to take the gold. Now, the favoritism has grown somewhat after defeating Serena Cole. But guess what? Serena Cole has run 11.1 seconds. She did that last year. She was doing a lot of long jump last year, as she was not the main individual. She was not trained for the 100 meters at Champs because she was the third person in line. Tia, then Serena. Had a talk with Coach Dyke and did mention that I thought, though, this girl is a power sprinter, more powerful built than Tia and Tina, but not as talented. Maybe she is. And let me give you the scenario why. Sometimes on a team, when you're not the person, you're not the star, everyone does not look up to you. No one actually looks up to you, only in your capacity when you get an individual chance to do your thing, whether in long jump or the relay. But the fact is, when they all talk about 2 other individuals and your name is not mentioned, sometimes in training, and I'm not saying that has happened, but it happens sometimes, but sometimes in training, persons don't give their all because the interest is not there. Interest is not put to them as put to others on the team. And that's life. That's how life is. And because of that, some persons, you don't see the best of them. Now you may say 80% and say, oh, that's incredible. But you don't get that 100% as they could have given. Now she has the opportunity. She has the opportunity So the fact is that, yes, she has the opportunity now with the twins gone to shine. This is her time. Now, will she take up the responsibility, not with one hand, but with 2, and carry her team forward? She's not the captain of the team, no, not on paper. But she is a leader. And a leader she has been doing for some time, and she knows that it falls on her shoulders.
You are needed by the staff of the 100 meters. Thank you.
And Serena Cole, I think revenge is on her mind. No, she has not talked to me to say that she's going for revenge. No, not at all. But from what I've seen, from what I've looked on, I think revenge will be on her mind because she is a warrior. I heard some persons talking about, does she have the heart? Does she have the fight? This young lady has everything that a champion needs to be a champion. She has a talent. She has a heart. She has the determination. That's what I can say. That's what I can say. The fact is that this lady, I think, is going to come today with something to prove. Will she be able to prove it? That's another thing. Can she prove it? Yes, she can. But she's going up against talent, not only on one side of the fence, but from all sides of the fence. And she's going up against a strong field with under 20 girls. Alexis James, the Western champion in the 100 meters and 100 meters hurdles, world under 20, 100 hurdles silver medalist. Also, James is talent. Now, this is a talented field. What I saw from her at the Western Championship, she looked extremely, extremely fast. No, I'm not going to repeat any times for the Western Championship. I leave that alone. But for the Central, not Central, pardon me, but from what I've seen from her at the Gibbs Cook relays, just performances alone, she has improved. Her speed has improved. How fast can she go? That's another question on the cards. But she is also a threat. Alexis James, don't push her aside. Never do that. Never, never do that. And then you're talking about Tia Clayton. And first and foremost, you have to ask this question about Tia. What program is she on? Is her program geared toward the World Senior Championships? Remember, she's now a professional. Or is her program geared towards Carifta? From what I saw of her yesterday, was she playing possum? Because I thought, though I watched it back last night, and I'm not totally convinced she was going all out. What her sister has done in the past, and as Tina, I think, who is one of the best, whether young or old, one of the best persons in terms of conserving energy in a final. She knows how to do that. That's Tina Clayton. And I think Tia may have done that. I use the term may. But let's see what happens in that final. But this is a class act. Tia Clayton, from primary to high school, now in the professional ranks. You expect a lot from her. Tia Clayton. Michaela Gardner from Wolmer's Girls, she will be lane 7. Coached by Michael Carr, has done everything. 1, 2, and 4. Don't know if I've seen her in the 800 meters. At 1 year she was doing the 1, 2. Another year she was doing the 400 meters. She has range. She's quality. She ran 11.65 seconds yesterday. But guess what? Can she pull off? Wouldn't say a miracle though, but she's quality. But she has to improve on her times if she's a challenge for a top 2 spot or even the relay spot, top 4. If they decide to carry all 4. Casey and Johnson of St. Catherine, 11.91, up and coming, you may say. And then in lane 1, Danielle Williams of William Nib, 11.61 seconds. Still in class 2, Danielle Williams. She sat out a year, class 3 champion for overseas, then switched to William Nib, sat out 1 year. She's now final year class 2 athlete. She is a gem, though. I've been watching her progress from Jamaica College meet, JC meet, earlier this year from January. And she ran 11.8 in that event, 11.8, 11.9 in that event. And she has been cutting down the times gradually this season. Will she be good enough to make that top 4? That's the next big question. Many persons don't think that she will be, because these are quality athletes all around. Tonian Forbes of Edwin Allen, who clocked 11.59 seconds, can produce. A strong athlete, but can she produce a time that's better than that to advance through or to try to make the Jamaica contingent, Jamaica team? That in itself will be interesting. With girls under 20, 100 meters. We are awaiting the start of the 100 meters. Not in a few minutes, but in some time. The 400 meters is on the card, so you can turn back the video and watch back the 400 meters final on the 17th, on the 20, girls and boys. But the next event is the 100 meters, and then it will be the end of Saturday on the J3's Carifta trials. We're not gone too far, we're just around the bend. It's a coverage of the J3's Carifta trials at the National Stadium.
All right.
So we are ready for the 100 meters. The next 5 minutes or so. We do apologize as there's nothing happening at the National Stadium. We had the 400 meters finals earlier on the 17s and under 20. And now it's time for the 100 meters to take center stage. It'll be interesting though on the cards. Under 17 will take center stage first and foremost on the girls' side. 100 meters final. So Sheppy from St. Mary High, Williams from Excelsior. Sheppy qualified the time of 12.02 seconds. She will be in lane 1. That's Shagay Sheppy from Excelsior High. Danielle Williams, 11.95 seconds. She will be in lane 2. Kamoy Binger of Hydel, formerly of St. Jago High, 12 seconds flat with her qualifying time to the under 17 final. Patrice East of Woolmer's Girls, 11.70 seconds. Looked good yesterday. And Shamonique Hazel of Hydel clocked 11.80. Yeah, Tiana Marshall of Woolmer's was 11.77 seconds under her belt. And the fastest qualifier was in the heat with Terry Long, who false started in that event. However, Terry Long took part in the 100 meters at the GC Foster Classics today and qualified for the boys and girls track and field championships. That was her first 100 meters completed, I should say, because she did line up last night before she was given that red card after false starting. Chevian Shim of Immaculate qualified the time of 11.94 seconds. She is in lane 7. And Adora Campbell of St. Jago in 8, 12.02 seconds. So the qualifiers to the final. As the athletes are on the track for the girls under 17 100 meters final. A reminder though, if you did not join or did not watch the broadcast yesterday, Terry Long, who won this event last year at the Carifta Trials, false started yesterday and was out. Now, the argument is that Terry Long was given a red card and then there was no way they could have easily not give Terry Long the red card, but it's depend on his circumstances. It's not as black as white as you may think, though, to be honest. And the candidate came out of the blocks before the gun was fired, but he received a yellow today at the final.
47.35 meters.
So the athletes are coming through the marathon tunnel. Under 17 boys is the next event on track. And then the under 20 girls and boys to close off the proceedings this evening. Give you the lane assignments once again.
So it's now time for the under 17 girls 100.
So Sheppy of St. Mary High in 1, Williams of Excelsior in 2, Binger of Hydel in 3, Patrice East of Woolmer's in 4, Hazel Hydel in 5, Marshall of Woolmer's in 6, Shim from Immaculate in 7, and Campbell from St. Jago in 8.
In lane 3, 12 seconds flat, her time coming in from Hydel. Kamoy Binger. In lane 4, the Corporate Class 3 champion, 11.70
as we look on.
in from Woolmer's, Patrice East.
So Patrice East is in the house.
In lane 5, 11.80 seconds, her time coming in from Hydel. Shamonique Hazel.
They have to look for the Woolmer's duo of Marshall and East. Hazel of Hydel and Binger of Hydel.
Tiana Marshall. In lane 7 was second in class 2 at the
So we had the 400 meters, under 17, under 20. Persons just joining our broadcast.
And in lane 8, 12.02 seconds coming in from St. Jago High.
In the afternoon session,
The lineup for the under 17 girls 100 meters
on the track, trying to give you some results from the field. So Shepard 1, Williams 2, Bingo 3, East 4, Hazel 5, Marshall 6, Shim 7, and Campbell in lane 8. Bingo of Hydell alongside East of Wolmer's and Hazel of Hydell at Marshall of Wolmer's. Athletes, their respective blocks. A clean start for the girls, 100 meters on the 17. Great start for Hydell's Hazel. Here on the outside of Hazel is Marshall of Wolmer's. Marshall on the outside. Well, here comes East on the inside. It is Marshall and East. The duo we mentioned before. East of Wolmer's takes it ahead of Marshall. 1-2 for Wolmer's, 11.82 seconds. Oh my word. Marasca Road coming to life on this glorious Saturday afternoon. East of Wolmer's, she takes it 11.86 seconds. Marshall of Wolmer's is second, 11.87, and Hazel is third, 11.95 seconds. Goes on the 17 100 meters final.
100 meters.
Hazel dying the last 20 meters or so, being pressured by Marshall. Then the burners were turned on from East on the inside as she went by both Hazel and Marshall to take the win. So the next event on track is the boys on the 17 100 meters final. And just saw the girls, Wolmer's 1, Wolmer's 2. So Bowden of Kingston College in 1, he has a qualifying time of 10.95 seconds. Stevenson Calabar in 2, 10.89 seconds. You have Watson of Jamaica College in 3, 10.72. Todd of St. Elizabeth in 4, 10.59 seconds. You have Gordon from Calabar, 10.68 seconds. Martin of Jamaica College, 10.69 seconds. Morgan of St. Jago High, 10.72. And Stewart of Herbert Morrison, 10.82 seconds. So a lot of questions will be raised about Yuri. There's another name being called, the name that everyone knows. And I think that's a personal matter.
We stand by now for the 100 meters for under 17 boys.
So the name that you hear we call Yuri is his correct name. His last name has changed. So not Lawrence anymore. So Bodden of Kingston College in lane 1. Stevenson from Calabar in 2. Watson of Jamaica College in 3. Todd, the man that won the Western Champion, and many persons not knowing that he is the favorite to take the gold at the Boys Championships. Todd, who won in 2021, he won Class 3 title, was injured last year. Hamstring injury last year, was out for the entire time. But now it seems like he's ready, he's back on track from St. Elizabeth. Todd, he's in 4. Gordon of Calabar is in 5. Many may say it will be a showdown between both. Second year Class 2 for Todd. So Tavain Stewart was beat by Todd at the Western Championship. Stewart finished second in that 100 meters. Todd was the winner on the grounds of Stets. But that was then, a few weeks ago. What will be the story this evening? The persons have been commenting. That's why I brought up. We get to that in a very short while. The Your story. And the gun had sent them away. Oh, I think Bodden in lane 1 from Kingston College. By the naked eye, I think he may be out Watch his body language. He's hanging his head. In lane 1, hands akimbo from Bodden, and he takes his time to walk back to the start. The officials will be meeting. Will the card come out of red, or will the card of yellow, a warning sign, come out? So they go past lane 1. So lane 7, maybe. And it's a warning. And it's given to Morgan of St. Jago. With naked eye, though, see like Bodden. But Morgan given a warning. So lives to fight another day. Consistency in the final.
Yellow card shown.
So the precedence is set for the final. So yesterday were qualifiers. The red cards were given out left, right, and center. Seemed like it was birthday, anniversary, Christmas, Easter. So Morgan getting a lifeline. Under 17 boys 100 meters final. It's a clean start, a great start this from Todd. No, they'll call them back again. No. Oh my word. Oh my word. The assistant gun, the assistant starter should have fired quickly. I heard a shot, but then I heard another shot. So let's see now, will they ask the ladies to go ahead with the under 20s and then have run them after that? Watson was going from Jamaica College and Todd from Stets. He actually stopped and realized Watson was still going, then started again. We don't know if the officials will actually restart the race right away. So what they are doing is correct because they're taking their time to walk back to get a breather in. That's Todd and Watson. So Todd and Watson for the 100 meters final. What decision that they'll make? Would it be the under 20 girls or ask the gentlemen to compete? She's not still standing behind the blocks. The gentlemen have left and they're just walking around to get a breather. Wow. Has anyone received a red card? Well, the starter is in God's lane. He's in God's lane, though. The official has stopped in God's lane. Okay, has walked away. A red card shown. Red card showed to Stevenson of Calabar. So Stevenson of Calabar receiving that red card. He has not left the blocks. This is all about the 100 meters and the Day2 Carifta trials on day 2 of the 3-day event on the grounds of Independence Park Limited, which houses the National Stadium. However, Stevenson of Calabar is still standing behind his blocks after receiving the red card a short while ago. And that recall gun has to be louder. It has to be louder than what we heard.
Red card shown to lane number 2.
Stevenson of Calabar is asking the question,
Still remonstrates with the officials. Let's see the final decision.
I don't know if he's saying that something happened to the blocks. So Stevenson, no decision has been changed. So again, I've tried twice. So they're asking them to stand behind their blocks. The girls under 20 are next. Drama unfolding. And Stevenson is out. Still Stevenson from Calabar having the word just leading up on the boxes behind. So he's not in his lane though, but he needs to leave the area if it is that red card stands. So we know that the World Athletics came with the rule. Well, is he still there though? He's still standing there. Stevenson of Calabar. Now he's taking off his vest. He has given up. So the field now down to 7. Borden, Watson, Todd, Gordon, Martin, Morgan, and Stewart.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that the under 17 boys final.
So what they'll do
right after the completion of
the girls under 20 final. And I think that's the right decision. I think that decision should have been done from before. So the under 20 finals on the girls will take center stage, giving the gentlemen more time to cool off. So in lane 1, Briana Williams of William Nib qualified with a time of 11.61 seconds. Forbes of Edwin Allen in 2, 11.59. Alana Reid of Hydel in 3, 11.55 seconds. Serena Cole, she is in lane 4 from Edwin Allen, 11.22. Also with 11.24, Alexis James of Petersfield. She looks sensational. That was a personal best from Alexis James in 5. Tia Clayton MVP, 11.53 seconds. And pedestrian walk, you may say, from this young, talented individual. Michaela Garner of Woolmers in 7, 11.65 seconds. And Casey and Johnson of St. Catherine in 8, 11.91. Big field on the cards. These girls under 20. 100 meters final. Can Alexis James upset the apple cart? Serena Cole means business. But Alana Reid, she wants to make it 2 in a row over Serena Cole. Everyone has a story. Gardner wants to show that she belongs. She's from Woolmers. Tia Clayton. She has the age. Wants to show that, hey, I'm still the queen. Or living in the kingdom. Which was second to Tina, as they both ruled. And that's for Adrian Allen, that is. Of late, she has been in the shadows of Tina. Some coaches are saying she will be the one to explode.
Here we go then, the lineup for the under 20 girls 100 meters final.
The persons are saying that they can't see what he did, but that's why you have machines. And I'm not saying that he foresighted or not, but sometimes you may not see it with the naked eye. But no, the big one, one of the big ones, you may say. Alana Reid in 3. Can she produce a personal best on the cards? Or Serena Cole, can she produce a personal best? Or repeat the time she did last year? Tia Clayton, MVP. Alexis James. This is a cracker.
11.53 coming in, a world under 22 time.
Williams, Forbes, Reed, Cole, James, Clayton, Gardner, and Johnson. The under 20 girls 100 meters final. Under 17 final filled with drama. Has to wait. This is class. Athletes going into their respective blocks for the start of the 100 meters final under 20 girls. Serena Cole, Alana Reed, Alexis James, Tia Clayton. Wow. Michaela Gardner, Tonian Forbes of Edwin. Hodge comes over the National Stadium. It's the start of the girls 100 meters. Getting up, Serena Cole gets up well ahead of Alana Reed. Alana Reed on the inside. Here comes Alana Reed. Serena Cole holding off Alana Reed. Serena Cole, Alana Reed, and Alexis James. 11.20 seconds for Serena Cole over Alana Reed. And Alexis James is third. 11.20 seconds. That's a flash time. Will it be rounded down? That is the big question. So negative 0.60, 11.18 seconds for Serena Cole. Alana Reed, 11.24 seconds. And in third, Alexis James, 11.44 seconds. Cole gets the better. We said revenge will be on the cards. Alana Reed is second. Wow. Cole, we told her before that revenge will be on her mind. Reed could not get 2 wins on the trot. So it's not done just yet. They will indeed meet again in the boys and girls track and field championships if everything goes as it should. Satia is injured. So now it's down to 17 boys, 100 meters. Serena Cole. And we said before, revenge would be on the cards. 11.18 seconds for Cole. Reed, 11.24. James, 11.44.
We go back to the under 17 100 meters for boys. Reminder of the lineup: Kyle Butler, Kingston College, lane 1, lane 3, Dante Watson, Jamaica College, lane 4, Tremaine Tots, Sets, lane 5, Kamani Gordon, Calabar, lane 6.
So we're going back now for the 7-man field.
Lane 7, the Tarjay Morgan, the Jago, and lane 8, Tariq Stewart, Herbert Morrison.
Under 17 boys, 100 meters final. So Bond in 1, Stevenson is out, Watson in 3, Todd in 4, Gordon in 5. The Western champion, he is in 4. Gordon of Calabar gets up well. Gordon gets up well, but Todd now offsets. And the high knee lifts up Todd, the Western champion, is moving away on the rest of the field. What a commanding performance from Todd. 10.57 seconds for Todd. Offsets taking the top spot. He was the champion 2 years ago in Class 3, but Tremaine Todd, 10.58 seconds. Gordon of Calabar is second, 10.77, and Martin is third, 10.85 seconds. Tremaine Todd taking the top spot. We said before, he will be labeled as a favorite to take the gold in the boys Class 3 Super 100 meters.
For Martin.
So there's no time for the under 20. 100 meters. Wow. Final.
10.58, 10.77, 10.85. The top three. Top Gordon Martin. Watson 10.86.
I'm looking to see if this is the invitational though. I think this is the invitational 100 meters.
So from the under 17 boys, 100 meters.
You have James of Jamaica College in 2, Andrews of Kingston College in 3, Reed of Jamaica College in 4, St. John Edwin Allen in 5, you have Kadam unattached in 6, and Solomon of Jamaica College in lane 7. These are the individuals who are not Jamaicans. The invitation, you may say.
The lane assignments for the invitational boys 100 meters final. In lane 2, representing Jamaica College.
I'm making sure that everyone is there. I don't see St. John.
In lane 3, a personal best of 10.78 seconds, representing Kingston College by way of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ronaldo Andrews.
So Andrews, okay, scene 3.
In lane 4,
He's from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And Jaden Reed of Jamaica College. Cayman Islands looked superb yesterday. Reed of Jamaica College. 10.2. So John is not there. He's from Dominica though. So Kadam from India, unattached. And Solomon from Jamaica College from TNT. This is the penultimate 100 meters. The invitational, but no St. John from Edwin Allen. He should have been in lane 5. Great start it was for Reed of Jamaica College, and goes away. Reed, high knee lifts, oh, looks left, looks right. Reed of Jamaica College stops the clock 10.56 seconds. He looks superb. He clocked 10.2 last year. He's from Cayman Islands. 10.58 seconds tonight for Reed of Jamaica College. Andrews is second at 10.91, and in third was Solomon, 11.14 seconds.
Of Jamaica College in third. One more event to come, the under 20 boys 100 meters final. Reminding you, ladies and gentlemen, that tomorrow the final.
So just a reminder though that he'll be at Carifta Games also.
So make sure that you make your way
repping or representing.
Inside the stadium at that time.
And he looks pretty good after he clocked 10.2 yesterday.
Speed for the invitational 100 meters for under 20 boys.
Now we're down to the big one. Under 20, 100 meters final. Jason Lewis from Camperdown in 1. Had a qualifying time of 10.57 seconds. DeAndre Daly, Herbert Morrison in 2. 10.56 was his qualifying time after sitting in the blocks and watching his competitors move about 3 or 4 meters. Javon Blair of Manchester High, the central champion, 10.43 seconds. He's in lane 3. Boaja and Krume in 4. Dr. Speed, 10.19 seconds. National under 20 record holder in the 100 meters. The world under 20 silver medalist in the 100. Hector Benjamin from Jamaica College. He's in 5, 10.3. Yori Clark, Kingston College, 10.55. Yes, you know him as Yori Lawrence, but name has been changed. It's a private matter. 10.55 seconds. A lot of persons messaged me yesterday regarding that name. Yuri Cloud, they made a mistake. I made a mistake, but no mistake has been made. His name has been changed from Lawrence to Clark. So Marion Barrett, Steertown in 7, 10.49 seconds was his qualifying time. And Tayshawn Barnes of Steertown, 10.56. So in 4, and
In
Kume.
lane 6, 10.55 at his best. From Kingston
Doctor.
College, Huey Lawrence Clark.
In 3, Manchester Blair.
His personal best. From Steer Town Academy,
In 2,
Omarion Barrett.
we have DeAndre Daly.
And in lane 8, finalists in the class 2, 100 meters last year. 10.56.
We have to look on the outside for Hector Benjamin of Jamaica College, 10.31 seconds for Benjamin.
Event on track.
Jamaica College, they've upped the ante with sprinting in the last 2 years. So a lot of predictions happening inside of the grandstand with times. But predict all you want. Prediction will be a reality in a few seconds. It's the boys under 20 100 meters final. Lewis, Daly, Blair and Kume, Benjamin, Clark, Barrett and Barnes. It's a clean start, brilliant start this from Benjamin, but Bawanje and Kume sprints away from the field. DeAndre Daly goes into second, goes in chase, but Bawanje and Kume 10.18 seconds. 10.18 is the flash time, and in second it is DeAndre Daly from Herbert Morrison. The doctor has created an incision in the field. 10.18 seconds from the doctor. Bawanje and Kume. Daly is second, 10.37 seconds, and Benjamin third, 10.46 seconds for Hector Benjamin of Jamaica College. First, second, and third in the boys under 20 100 meters final. Congratulations to Bawanje and Kume to take the top spot, or the winner of the boys under 20 100 meters, ahead of DeAndre Daly of Herbert Morrison. So it's a good performances from all the competitors. Don't stop at first, second, and third. 10.18 to 10.37 for Daly. So Daly looked good, so too Bawanje and Kume for the first 30 meters. He was superb on the cards. But what an afternoon session we have had in terms of the 400 meters. Drama unfolding at the National Stadium on the penultimate day of the Day2 Carifta trials. But although drama unfolded, it was great performances all around. It was revenge on the ground, and it certainly was great to watch on the day. So for the final time, we'll be back tomorrow to bring you more of the 2023. This is all about the Carifta trials happening in Kingston, Jamaica, on the grounds of Independence Park Limited, which houses the National Stadium. I'm Sean Grant. The team will be back tomorrow.